ちょうど夕方か。
今夜は外食だし、仕事もここまでかしら。はい。
I wish turning on auto wouldn't do that little noise sometimes.
皆さん、いろいろとお世話になりました。短い間でしたけど、本当に勉強になりました。
ノエル、こちらのセリフだよ。
ちょうど3ヶ月くらいだったわね。私と一緒だったのは2ヶ月くらいですか。
なんつうか寂しくなっちまうよな。
私も名残惜しいです。それに結社や両兵団、幻獣とか青い花の問題も全然解決していないのに離れるのが申し訳なくって。
ノエル、
まあ立場は違ってもクロスベルを思う気持ちが同じならいいんじゃない。って僕が言うとうさんくさいかもしれないけどさ。
ワジ君、
それに一段落ついたらまた戻ってくればいいじゃない。君
That's a funny image.
一応将来を期待されてる身なんだよね。警備隊でドンパチやってるだけより確かに視野は広げられるし、
Damn.
勉強にもなると思うよ。
もう最後まで生意気なんだから。
まあ確かにソーニャ司令もそのつもりでお前を出向させたんだろうしな。
ノエルさんさえよかったらぜひまた一緒に働きましょう。そうでなくても休日とか一緒に遊びに行ってもいいし、私も車の運転とか教えてもらいたいです。年齢制限のせいで今回は襲われませんでしたし。
Oh, he's crying. I was gonna say, I was wondering for a second, like, why T was bringing up the car thing. I thought she had already taught everyone, but I guess, yeah, she's a bit too young for it.
ありがとう、ノエル。君の運転と戦闘技術と行動力には何度も助けられたけど、何よりもそのまっすぐなところにいつも勇気づけてもらったと思う。
Your unwavering integrity and candor.
ロイドさん、
離れてても俺たちは仲間だ。警備隊で困ったことがあったらぜひ俺たちを呼んでくれ。俺たちもノエルの助けが必要な時は遠慮なく頼らせてもらうから。
Lloyd! What the?
はい、喜んで。
I want Ellie to be mad whenever he talks to someone.
さすがリーダー。
一瞬でいいところを持っていきましたね。まったくもう。
こりゃお嬢ももう少し頑張らないとな。
私は別に。
どうしたんだ。
すみません、別にそういうわけじゃ。
I like that no one realizes what they're thinking about.
そういうわけってどういうわけかね。
そういう意味でも支援課に戻ってきてもらって続きが見たい気がするね。
先輩、ワジ君。
It's only Lloyd that doesn't actually put the dots together.
まったくもう。
あティオ、何の話だ。
What are they talking about? Just fucking hit him with your stick, Tio.
さあ、自分で考えてみてください。
なんか怒ってるし。
That evening, Lloyd and the others held a farewell party for Noel at the restaurant in Central Square. Sergei, Kia, and even Sight came by to attend, as they enjoyed their meals and drinks. The bittersweet night rolled along. Then, the next morning, Noel packed her bags without the items that we took from her and left the SS building. I guess now he can just have them sent to the base of the lighthouse. Did he use a phone before? Because I'm pretty sure you also ordered out last time around.
いや、データじゃないのか？構造体？いや、それよりもはるかに。なんだよ、これ。
Hmm? That's a weird screen. It's like a data structure? Type defines? Unions? What? I should be reading this. 2 days later, the referendum to gauge the Crossbellan's public statements toward the state independence was held. That very same day, the results were announced. And after 1 week had come and gone, Crossbell was locked on a collision course with destiny. Whew, newsflash. Crossbell declares independence. Preface. The state election board has announced that over 90% of eligible voters submitted a ballot in the referendum, of which 70% were cast in favor of independence. This high voter count turnout can be attributed to the anguish inflicted by the raid on Crossbell City. Many voters suspect that the attacks may have been perpetrated by the Empire or Republic. As such, these results could be a reflection of the average Crossbellan's frustration with the status quo. Regarding this result, the referendum was designed to gauge the opinion of the average Crossbellan. After the ballots were counted, however, something exceptional occurred. In spite of the admonitions of many Diet members, Mayor Croix chose to disregard them all and declare independence unilaterally. This unprecedented move will doubtlessly have major ramifications on Crossbell's relations with its surrounding countries. In light of this development, we would like to stress that our publication is committed to reporting information as accurately as is within our capabilities. Editor-in-Chief. Okay, so Croix just went and said, we're independent now. While he still has 2 armies bearing down on the sides of the country. Theodore Croix declares independence. At a press conference yesterday, Mayor Croix declared independence on behalf of Crossbellan citizenry. He termed an official international proclamation. The mayor moved that the land be known as the independent state of Crossbell thereafter. Mayor Croix then outlined his upcoming reforms aimed at cementing Crossbell as an independent nation. First, the creation of a state constitution. Next, the abolition of the state's subservient relationship with Erebonia and Calvard. I don't know how he's going to do that. Including a repeal of the 10% revenue tax collected by these nations. Finally, the formation of the Crossbell Defense Force. This organization will unify the police and CGF, assuming their respective responsibilities of keeping the peace and maintaining national security. Following these announcements, Mayor Croix said that the state government, soon to be independent state government, would be enacting these changes within the next month. It's a bit weird to put the military and police together. As for the declaration itself, even those well versed in politics were taken off guard by the abrupt move, calling it an unusually swift development. Apparently, the mayor went against the cautious advice of Speaker McDowell in pursuit of this decision. It may be some time before all facets of this unprecedented declaration are elucidated. The reaction abroad. This is like a funny time if you're playing Cold Steel, because parts of that game happen while this is also happening, and you get people like commenting about, "Oh yeah, Crossbell declared independence," and no one is taking it seriously. Both imperial and republican governments, the current suzerains of Crossbell, issued statements on the day of the declaration, rejecting the bid for independence. The land of Crossbell State has a historical basis as part of the Republic's territory. The Republican administration proclaimed, rebuking the declaration as a matter of course. Queen Alicia II of Liberal weighed in, saying that while the will of the populace should be respected, the declaration of independence itself was greatly premature. The Principality of Remiferia, who has requested confirmation on the situation, is expected to issue a similar statement. Meanwhile, the Holy City of Arteria has opted against any formal statement. A nation is not made in a single day, said a bewildered PR staffer. Is there nothing about what the Empire said? I guess not. Nothing specific. Despite the widespread uproar caused by the sudden announcement, many citizens are welcoming the change with open arms. Others aren't quite so eager. I thought the referendum was just to gauge interest, one resident tells us. That was the only reason I voted in favor. The prevailing theme throughout the entire story is the ubiquitous confusion felt by everyone involved. That said, if Crossbow City truly is set on independence, then this may only be the beginning of the troubles our first state will face. Breaking news! Mayor Croix declares asset free. I thought I was done with a newspaper. Sorry, I got it's my chin is itching. Urgent press conference. Today, Mayor Croix held an emergency press conference at Orcus Tower to announce that all foreign assets held by the IBC would be frozen. This policy will remain in place until Crossbow's independence is acknowledged internationally, so there's the weight of the money. The sudden declaration seems to indicate that the mayor, who also happens to be the IBC CEO, is willing to exert his influence on foreign economies despite lacking the domestic authority to do so. Due to the sudden nature of Croix's press conference, further details remain unknown. Before funds were seized, the IBC managed the majority of the continent's financial assets. The sudden withholding of said assets has caused markets across Lemuria to plummet, with some reports describing mass pandemonium in their public and stock exchange. We reached out to experts for commentary. Already, the impact on the international economy has been immense, explained one economist. It's difficult to tell how things will progress. A diplomat had this to say: "We want to be certain we understand the full extent of this freeze before taking further action." Urgent bulletin. The Major Powers Ultimatum. According to a new report, both Erbonia and Calvard have held press conferences regarding the financial crisis. The Republican government demands that Crossbow State and the IBC revoke the asset freeze immediately. Failure to do so will be met with force, stated the Calvardian press secretary. Our sources claim that the imperial government has already begun mobilizing its army as well. It's possible these press conferences are meant to serve as an ultimatum. We'll follow up on the story as we receive official communications. We're heading for war.
正直考えられないくらいの展開の速さだわ。
Croix is just pushing things along way too
おじ
quickly.
い様にも確認しようと思ったのだけど、昨日から連絡がつかないし。
課長も朝早くに本部に出かけたきり帰ってきませんね。国防軍という組織について確認しに行ったんでしょうか。
ああ、正直寝耳に水だからな。俺たちだけじゃなくて警察上層部も同じらしいけど、
おいおい、
They moved
さすがに
unilaterally?
そりゃおかしいだろう。ノエルやミレイユたちの方はどうしてんだ。
Just randomly one day.
警備隊方面とは連絡がつかなくなっていますね。
We're gonna put the police and military together.
問い合わせ
Get
が
ready.
多すぎて情報を遮断しているのではないかと。
無理もないわ。この資産凍結にしても帝国や共和国が黙っているはずがないし。
実力行使も辞さない。国境方面が心配だな。ごめん、不安にさせちゃったか。
大変なことが起きてるのはキーヤにだってわかるし、それよりワジ朝から見かけないね。
ああ、そういえば。
あ、ワジさんなら野暮用で出かけるって言ってました。課長が出た後だったと思います。
そうなのか。
Hmm.
もうこんな時にちょっと感心しないわね。こんな時に
誰だ。
はい、どちら様ですか。
よかった、いてくれたみたいね。
Cecilia?
私を
Oh, Cecilia. Why did I say Cecilia? Damn.
セシルね。
Who the fuck is Cecilia?
セシルだ。
セシルさんどうなさったんですか？
Something happened at the hospital?
ここに来てくれるなんて珍しいっすね。
ごめんなさい、いきなり訪ねてしまって。そのアリオスさんとかこちらに来たりしていないわよね。
Does this have to do with Shizuku?
アリオスさん。
来ていませんが、どういうことでしょう。
それが夕べ夜遅くに病院に来てしずくちゃんを連れて行ったの。その場で退院の手続きもしてしまって。それって
雫が。
それでどういう事情なのか確かめに来たの。
Did he also tendered his resignation?
ギルドのミシェルさんも
No.
全く
Not
心
quite.
当たりがないみたいで。
Someone's making
それで念の
preparations.
ためあなたたちのところも訪ねてみたの。
そうだったのか。
あのおっさん、なんだってそんなことを。
夜遅くというのも普通ではない気がします。
と
エニグマじゃねえってことは課長じゃなさそうだが。
まさか有吉さん関係とか？
はい、こちらクロスベル警察特務支援課。
よかった、ロイド君そこにいたのね。
Grace?
あ、
通話設定はスピーカーになっていたみたいですね。
この声グレイスさん？
そうみてえだな。
グレイスさん、どうしたんですか？
どうしたもこうしたもあなたたちにも教えとこうと思って。さっきオルキスタワーからとんでもない通達があったのよ。どうやらディーター市長がクロスベル独立国の初代大統領に就任したらしいわ。
初代大統領。
From mayor to president.
おじさまが？
おいおい、何の冗談だよそりゃ。
私だって最初は冗談だと思ったわよ。でもその通達をしてきたのが白い軍服を着た兵士で、発表されたばかりの国防軍って名乗ったわよ。
Who made the uniforms?
本当ですか？
Like, there's no way they could have prepared everything for all soldiers in a day and have no one figure out
警備隊
anything.
のメンバーなんでしょうけど。
How like tight-lipped are
それと
the
驚かないでね。 就任直後にディーター
like the
大統領
clothes
が
production
国防長官の
companies?
任命を行ったの。
What would you even call
そ
that?
れもアリオスさんに。
Wait, what? His Secretary of Defense is Arios McLean.
それってアリオスさん。
They're like, who?
ちょうどこれから大統領の就任演説が始まるらしいわ。動力ネットでも配信するみたいだから、よかったら見ておきなさい。
グレイ先輩、なんとか取材許可が下りました。
よっしゃ、レインズくんでかしたわ。ごめん、これから就任演説の取材なの。それじゃあまたね。
今のは本当なの？
I like how even through the phone call, they make it feel like people are like getting ready to move places, do stuff. Everything is moving very fast.
わからないけど、
They stop to let us know, but they have stuff to do as
あの
well.
アリオスさんが国防長官。
長官ということは国防軍のトップ？
ありえねえだろ。遊撃士の肩書きはどうすんだ。ディーターのおっさんが大統領ってのも唐突すぎるし。
I mean, he already declared independence.
とにかく端末で就任演説を見てみましょう。
Like, that part is not very hard to to see following up. I'm still wondering where the new uniforms came from. Who made these? How many do they make?
皆さんごきげんよう。
Well, that that suit, whatever it is, looks kind of
この度クロスベル独立国の
looks
初
like
代
a
大統領に就任した
looks like a JRPG villain would wear it.
突然の発表で驚かれた方も多いでしょう。
Why does pristine white uniforms always look so suspicious?
ですが現在クロスベル未曾有の危機が迫っています。正義を踏みにじり我々の尊厳を奪い取ろうとする邪悪な意志が迫っているのです。その意志はつい先日もこのクロスベルを恐怖と悲しみのどん底に叩き落としました。
She's whipping everyone into a frenzy.
うすうす気づかれていると思いますが、私はあえて今日この場
Pointing fingers to an outside force to distract the people.
エレボニア帝国政府
I'm skipping dialogue, sorry. He made a long pause and I thought the line was over.
邪悪な意志は一つではありません。カルバード共和国政府、狡猾な犯罪組織と手を結んでいた彼らもまたクロスベルの平和と尊厳を踏みにじろうとしているのです。彼らは長年にわたりこのクロスベルを自分たちの属州として扱ってきました。彼らがどんな犯罪を犯しても我々に追及する権利はありません。そして今もなお豊かな税収をかすめ取られる形で我々は搾取され続けているのです。ですがそれだけではありません。我々は生命の危険すら脅かされてきたのです。この地が彼らの覇権をめぐる争いの場であったことは皆さんもよくご存知でしょう。あくまで昔の話。いいえ、とんでもありません。近年幾度となく起きていた不可解謎めいた事故。それは爆発事故であったり飛行船の落下事故であったりと
You're finally touching upon this.
だが我々はどこかで気づいていたはずだ。
Yeah, a lot of the people currently in the cemetery that many characters have ties with seem to have died due to some unforeseen accident. And they've been hinting that these were important, but until now, they haven't actually said what they were. It's like, oh, they were just these weird incidents in the past. And now they're showing that there might be someone to blame for them. It's like covered up accidents that were actually incidents tied to the military of the other countries.
その意味で我々は等しくエイドスの前に罪を背負っている。欺瞞と強度、それがその罪の名であろう。過去犠牲になった魂に報いるためにも、そして先日の襲撃によって傷ついた人々に報いるためにも、我々の子供たちに平和で誇り高き未来を届けるためにも、今こそ我々は欺瞞と強打を捨て、誇りと勇気を持って立ち上がらなくてはならない。
むちゃくちゃだ。だが確かにそう正されると
Well, he still adds the kun
私は今日
to the end of the name.
大統領という立場につかせていただくこととなった。無論これはあくまで迫り来る危機に対処するための暫定的な処置に過ぎない。いずれ平和を取り戻した暁には選挙という形で民意に問うことをこの場でお約束させていただく。そしてもう一人、諸君もよく知るこの人物が新生クロスベル独立国に協力してくれることとなった。ご紹介しよう。先のクロスベル市襲撃において獅子奮陣の働きでオルキスタワーを死守してくれた人物。
I wonder when Sony will learn about all this.
の名で知られる遊撃士協会。
She probably just got told to change it and asked to organize the defense of the tower.
クロスベル国防軍司令長官アリオス・マクレイン君だ。
ご紹介に預かったアリオス・マクレインです。未だ若輩者ゆえ不安に感じられる方々もいらっしゃるかもしれません。ですが遊撃士の時以上の働きでいかなる脅威も退けることをお約束しましょう。クロスベルを守り抜く盾として、そして正義と平和を脅かす全ての敵を打ち破る剣として。
実はアリオス長官はかつては優秀な捜査官としてクロスベル警察にも所属していた。そしてギルドではご存知のように国際的な案件を数多く解決してきた素晴らしい実績を持っている。その意味で決して見当外れな人事ではないということを改めて保証させていただこう。
お父さん、どうして？
That was abrupt. That change in music.
はい、ロイドです。
ああ、俺だ。
課長、今の就任演説は？
当然見ていた。ま、是非はともかく警備隊は国防軍として完全に再編成されたよ。
It only took them that morning.
俺たち警察もその一部として組み込まれることが決定している。
そんな。ひょっとしてソーニャ司令も？
映像に映ってただろう。あ、了承したんだろう。どうなるかわからんが、今はオルキスタワーには近づかないようにしておけ。国防軍の兵士たちが厳重に警備しているはずだ。
Actually, maybe I misunderstand. No, it did say it was a few days later, right? 2 days later. It's still very little time. Like since the previous day. This is not tomorrow, exactly.
了解しました。
また連絡する。あんま先走るんじゃねえぞ。
課長はなんと？
ああ、国防軍だけど。
They say that it was a surprise to the top brass, but I wonder how much of the top brass. Maybe it was only for the police.
ソーニャ司令があっち側に回ったのかよ。
What's she gonna do? Say no?
まあ、立場からすると仕方のないことかと。
Just wrest power away in a coup? In a military coup?
アリオスさん、しずくちゃんを連れて行ったのはこのことが原因だったの。
No, she does it. Why would he discharge her from the hospital?
そうですね。あんな立場になってしまったらしずくちゃんにも影響が。
Would it? Would she become a target, maybe?
反対派に狙われる可能性とか出てくるかもしれないしな。
この状況ですとないとは言い切れないかと。
キーヤ、大丈夫だ。しずくちゃんに危険が及ばないようアリオスさんも考えてるはずさ。
そうだね。ちょっと心配だけど。
キーヤち
セシルね、悪いんだけどちょっと留守番を頼めないかな。
ライド？
ゃん。ええ、夕方までなら大丈夫だと思うけど、どこかに出かけるの？
Did she take the day off? That's odd.
あ
He seems like he's always busy.
あ、なあみんな、とりあえずギルドを訪ねてみないか。
I can't imagine the hospital slowed down since last time.
それもそうね。
確かにアリオスさんの件は事情をお聞きしたいです。
だな、さすがに寝耳に水だぜ。
分かったわ。キーヤちゃんと一緒にここで留守番しているから大変な状況みたいだけど、くれぐれも気をつけてね。無茶だけはしないこと。
ああ、分かってる。
セシルさん、感謝っす。
それではお願いします。
キーヤ、セシルさんと一緒にいい子でお留守番しててください。
キーヤおお、
キーヤ、
Been a minute since we've seen one of those tackles.
確かにいろいろ起きてるが、心配することはねえんだぞ。
大丈夫だキーヤ。確かにこの先クロスベルがどうなるかわからない状況だけど、俺たちがいつだってキーヤの元に帰ってくるのは絶対に変わらないからさ。
ライド、そうですね。
前に俺たちが出かけた時もちゃんと帰ってきただろ。
だからキーヤちゃん、安心して待っててちょうだい。
エリー、ティオ、ランディ。みんな気をつけてね。
Wazzy has left the party. Oh, I didn't remember that part. Anyway, before you do any of that, we have requests, and we need to feed the cat. Geofront C sector, monster extermination. A dangerous monster, Divine Delph, has been sighted in Geofront C sector. Deal with this threat swiftly. It's also a short request, we have to take care of it quickly. Sorry for running outside. We like it when you lean on us for things, you know? Okay, thanks guys. Be careful. Had no idea Arios' reasons for having Shizuku discharged was this serious. If it truly was for the sake of her safety, then our hands are tied. How are things over at St. Ursula right now? I was wondering the same thing. Are Elia and the others from the department alright? The hospital is in a state of confusion, but we're handling the patients as best we can. Fran's been recovering nicely, so he transferred her to the general ward. Inspector Donovan also regained consciousness not too long ago. Oh, nice. Elia has yet to wake up, though. Oh, he took her stuff. Makes sense. Cop. You may have this gold salmon. Heaven's Sigh. I actually don't even remember what each fish gives. I have it on the guide, but I just don't care to look at it. I probably could have gotten like a bunch of better quartz than I have. Eagle Eye and information. What did information do? Detailed information about enemies without analyzing. And Eagle Eye was to see all the enemies around, right? I wonder if it might be better to give this to someone. Lunar Craze. Would be nice to get EP Cut 3. But those are so expensive. Actually, let's see if we can get some upgrades. Also need to check if we can buy more crossbow and use and other stuff. Orbment. Where is this slot? Yeah, there. Start with Randy because his are cheaper. Ellie could use more always. Okay, Randy maxed out. Only Tio has any left here. Though Noelle and Wes are out of the party, so we can't even look at their stuff. The crossbow defense force is intended not for offensive measures, but for protection. We're different from those Imperial and Republican army savages, so please, be at ease. Would the CGF soldiers say that before the new uniform? Where did that come from? Anyway, let me go find new stuff. So, in Acacia Apartments... Oh, that's in East Street, never mind. Went the wrong way. We should be able to get something from... Not her. Not her. Oh, Mr. Marcy's leaving Crossbow. Why are you leaving? I didn't have much time to pack. I couldn't fit this book anywhere. You can take it if you'd like. So yeah, we need this. The Imperial government issued me an order to evacuate the state. I plan to leave via train later today. Crossbow Station will be congested beyond belief, so I'd better hurry. I guess all Republican and Imperial citizens are being encouraged to leave. I'm sure Mr. Croix was also unable to accept things for how they appeared. Crossbow has been a victim of so many injustices, so many tragedies that we could only force ourselves to turn a blind eye to. Even my husband was. Sorry, ignore me. We did have a conversation with Noelle about this. How could this happen to Crossbow? If we go to war with Calvard, then I really might never see Rishi again. Where could she be? Okay, let's go to the administrative district. Or Harvard district, actually. We can go visit Jonah. Look, they really just cleaned up the place. Land for sale. Crossbow City Urban Development Division. We can visit Jonah for a recipe, I think. We just have to go through this. I like the older shortcut. It had less screens to transition through. What the... Oh, that's probably the thing that we're supposed to kill. This isn't going to work either. What if I try this key? I'm not sure I've ever seen him this engaged in a task. What are you doing, Jonah? Oh, it's you. Something caught my eye, so I've been looking into it a little, that's all. Figured I'd run an analysis, but I guess I got too into it. This one's a real doozy. Consider yourselves lucky. You get to witness the great genius Jonah Sacred at work. Did you catch the speech earlier? Huh? Oh, you mean about Croix naming himself president or whatever? I mean, yeah, I managed to tune in using the terminal, but honestly, I don't really care about it one way or another. If you guys are done here, can you beat it already? I'm kind of in the middle of something. I thought I could get pizza from here. Oh. For some reason, it includes the recipe. There is a note with the recipe attached to the pizza box. Cute. That might be neat to just share it with people as a marketing tactic, maybe, or a sales tactic. But then people would be making your pizza, so they wouldn't have to go buy it. I guess we might as well kill the monster while we're here. Jesus.
手強いです。
I thought there would only be one of
分
them.
析を詳細データ。
Divine Delph, a guardian golem brought to life through orbital technology, obeys orders without question.
俺の番だな。
そうだ、俺の番だな。
Yes, please target Lloyd. Please stop targeting the rest of the party.
エニグマ、駆動。
Fucking damn it.
ドライブ開始。私の番ね。エニグマ、駆動。
任せろ。
They really hate Ellie. Can I do anything to get their attention? I don't think so. I think they like to attack them because they're close. That's a problem. I should have used an earth art. I forgot that started using Sparkline. I forgot that Lloyd has the quartz that lets me use act again right away after using that kind of art. At least they don't like stun me, so I can keep using spells. There we go. That was almost really bad. EP charge 3, Celestial Bomb. Okay, exterminated the monster at Geofront sector. Obtained Shackle. What does that do? Enemies attacked on the field are slowed. That might be cute, actually. Do I need to equip it to the person who attacks, though? If I do, it's less useful. Do I have an action 2 quartz by any chance? Nope. We need to make them. That sucks. I'm so stingy about it. Well, let's head back out. That's the optional quest for the chapter. I don't know if there's any hidden ones. I think there's one. Which way was that? Here. Oh, the IBC is also locked away. Danger, do not enter. Hey gang, you also have the President's address, right? Thanks for contacting us about it. What does the CNS plan to do now? Cover the story at the very least. Huh. Our international transceiver upstairs is going to be burning up the lines. I like that expression, okay. I'm sure it's no walk in the park for you either, so let's give it everything we've got, definitely. Oh, that was one heck of a speech. I never expected Croix to go from mayor to our very first president. Not to mention all those bold statements he made against Ereboni and Calvard. If they've been feuding in secret with our state, do you suppose that accident back then had something to do with it? Down with Ereboni and Calvard. Well, he's got the support of the public, it looks like. We never had a leader this powerful before. This man says what he means. Oh, I hate that. Our independence may not be a pipe dream after all. I mean, yeah, at least they're organizing an army. And they're fighting against external threats rather than internal ones. This is getting out of control. Like present external threats. Right at their borders. I was reading an interesting... Well, I was watching and reading some interesting articles about neutrality and countries and how it sort of seems to have a connotation about peacefulness in the eyes of some people, but actually what you need to make what you usually need to do for a country to be neutral is to arm yourself to the teeth to maintain that neutrality. Most countries that proclaim themselves as neutral have their own weapon production and a powerful standing army. You would be the Special Support Section, correct? As I'm sure you've heard by now, the CPD is being restructured into a branch of the Crossbow Defense Force. There's currently a meeting taking place on the second floor to outline the system to each of the section chiefs. We ask that you return to your base of operations and remain there until further instructions arrive. Sure. You're still free to move about the first floor, but please refrain from causing a disturbance. If your actions are deemed suspicious, we will not hesitate to take you into custody. Were they retrained or something? Because they're acting kind of weird. Or I guess maybe they always were trained to act this way, but it was more about acting in the borders. They're being awfully coercive. That's what I'm thinking. Don't think any of the others down here are fixing to cross them. Men from the Defense Force suddenly stormed in here this morning and ordered us to remain on standby. Can you still... No. It looks like Rebecca can't help us with our... What's it called? Our thingies. Our combat notebook. And that DG cult thing. Look over there. So many guards. Oh, they got the armed vehicles here. Yeah, like the only neutral country that doesn't actually have a proper army or at least an aerial defense force and weapons manufacturing economy is Ireland, I believe, or one of the maybe the only one in Europe actually, not in the world. Does Costa Rica count? I mean, that's definitely not Europe, but still. Is that you, Randy? Yo, Carter. They didn't even recognize you there all decked out in white. They transfer you here from Belgard? Yeah, they had to move some of us from the border gates to guard the President's address. Loggins is patrolling somewhere around here too. Cool. He was one of Randy's colleagues, right? Yes, I believe they were friends during his time with the CGF. Things have been pretty hectic since all this went down. The guardsmen were all pretty surprised when we were told to put on these new uniforms. I know what you mean. We had no idea this was coming down the pipes either. They're looking pretty sleek though, almost like this has all been in the works for a while. I'm sure the President has been looking forward to this day. The Defense Force is hoping to get some equipment upgrades too, so we've got to buckle down and prove we deserve it. Huh, right. The Defense Force soldiers seem to be in favor of this turn of events. They've probably been pretty pissed off about it just being a play army, not allowed to have like proper equipment. The CGF had always lacked things most armed forces would have. It's only natural for them to welcome these changes from their perspective. They're actually going to be able to do the job they were founded to do. Or they wanted to be founded to do. In case you haven't heard, the Defense Force is shaking up the structure of command to be more like the armies to be more like other armies on the continent. All current ranks are carrying over, but our day-to-day operations are going to be a lot more stricter, like a proper military. It's getting under her skin, all you can think about. I don't think you'll have to worry about that anymore. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? You said ranks are carrying over, so she'd still be a second lieutenant, wouldn't she? That's not what I meant. There's something you should know, Randy. Mirail? Carter! Watch what you say to outsiders! Yes, sir. Sorry, Randy, I'll have to give you the details some other time. If you don't find out before then, that is. Did she leave the force? We'll be wearing the same uniform again in the near future. How about that? That's one more thing to worry about. They're gonna ruin the SSS. How could they make us use? How could they make us use uniforms? Anything over here? I guess they're still rehearsing. He's working with the props, the stage. Okay, Nikolai, Sully, you're good to continue. Got it. You ready, Sully? Yeah, first they do the step, then the jump. They all look so focused on the rehearsal. Once the music starts, I leap in from off stage, and then we're just pretending we're not here, I guess. Okay, they're not letting Ilias' injuries get them down. Okay, what else can we do? We went to the administrative district, we checked Orcus Tower, we got Sunshine Agnes number 11, right? We got all the books so far from Little Marcy. And we also got the recipe for pizza, for pizza from Jonah. How many recipes do we have at this point? There's still a couple we're missing, it looks like. Yeah, we're still missing 3. I believe we have all the ones we could get at this point. Okay, let's get our MP back after that boss fight. Let's go to the Bracer Guild, try to figure out what's up with Arios. Actually, before I do that, let me just check on the hospital. I want to see if I can go there. Can we even leave the city at this point? Who's riding the car? Maybe Randy. Oh, we're not. Yeah, we're not allowed to leave. Interesting.